Well, we've been tracking Hurricane Erin, and while it is not expected to make landfall, it will have an impact along our coast. This is a live look right now outside at Wells, where a jetty offers a little protection as the waves from Erin start to build. As it churns up the Atlantic Ocean, the eastern seaboard is getting battered by powerful waves and an increased potential for rip currents. So Ryan Breton is here to talk a little more about those dangers before we actually get to weather.
Yeah, it's exposed southeast facing beaches especially that are going to have the biggest waves, the worst rip currents. You know, if you're in the marinas in port, not going to be a concern, but once you get out into more open ocean, that's where this is going to be a problem. Here's a look at Erin right now. It is starting to weaken, but it's a beast of a storm. It's been churning up the Atlantic for days and days. It is going to head out to sea and continue weakening, and once we get to about Sunday, it'll be far enough away that seas will start to subside. But both tomorrow and Saturday, and perhaps even into Sunday as well, you've got to be aware of the rip current risk. So if you're at the beach and wondering if you can see the rip currents, it's really this gap between the white caps. Notice how there's a break in the waves there? That's water rushing out away from the shoreline. So if you get caught in one of these rip currents, sometimes the first inclination is to turn around and fight it. You don't want to do that because you'll tire yourself out. That's when people really get into trouble. If you happen to get caught in one, you want to swim out and then parallel to shore, either left or right. That's how you break the grip of the rip current. And they will be an issue over these next couple of days. You can see near the core of the hurricane and the most exposed shoreline of the East Coast, we do have some 15-footers rolling in right now. The south coast of New England, it's been really impressive today, some 12-footers off Block Island right now. We have been protected so far from the biggest waves, but once the storm goes by to our east and we're facing it a bit more, it looks like later tomorrow into Saturday, those seas will continue to climb. And you can see that here. I think tomorrow on the southern Maine coastline, it's probably similar to today with 4 6-footers, maybe some 7 or 8s late in the day. But tomorrow morning, the biggest wave is probably going to be on the down east coast. And then later tomorrow into Saturday morning, that's when the biggest waves probably hit the coast of York and Cumberland counties. This green shading here would line up with 8 to 10-footers. So that's what we're looking at for Saturday morning. And then as we get into Saturday night and Sunday, seas should start to subside, but sometimes the rip current risk can continue a while longer after the seas do go down. So there's a high surf advisory up for the entire coastline through the day on Saturday. Again, waves 6 to 10 feet through that period. This is the outer edge of Erin. If you've been on the coast today, or if you have a southerly view, you might be able to see this deck of clouds just offshore, but that's all we're going to see from Erin weather-wise. The wind around it coming in out of the northeast today. So along the coastline, that's acting as a bit of a sea breeze. It's a bit cool in spots along the coast now, but inland where we don't have that influence, we're still up into the 70s. The air is nice and dry, which means it's another crisp and comfortable night. Probably not quite as cool as last night, but there still will be some 40s out there. Freiburg, Sanford, Lewiston, Bangor down to 48 and a low right around 50 along the coastline tomorrow morning. During the day tomorrow, lots of sunshine. This is the cloud deck from Erin, but tomorrow afternoon that does start to pull away. Humidity stays low tomorrow, and it's a little bit breezy, but not much of a factor. The wind tomorrow a bit more out of the north, so it should be a bit warmer at the coastline. We'll get to 80 in Portland, 78 in Rockland, and 82 in Waterville coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow night, it remains nice and comfortable. Saturday morning, there could be a few showers up over the crown of Maine only. The rest of us looking at lots of sunshine on Saturday. And as I mentioned, I think the biggest waves on the southern Maine coast are probably Saturday morning. And then late in the day into Sunday, we'll finally see those seas subside. But both days this weekend are doable beach days. I think on Sunday, we'll start to turn a little bit warmer and more humid. Temps on Sunday in the 70s to near 80, but the dew points will be coming up. So we have a high surf advisory for those going to the beach, a small craft advisory for boaters. Seas tomorrow 6 to 10 feet with a north wind 10 to 15 knots becoming east in the afternoon. Lots of sunshine for both tomorrow and Saturday, a little bit more cloud cover on Sunday, and a little bit more humid as well, 70s to near 80. And then the only chance for rain in this forecast is with a front Monday into Tuesday. And Amanda, like so many times this summer, it doesn't look like a guaranteed statewide rainfall. It's going to be one of those deals where there are scattered showers and storms Monday into Tuesday. So no easing of the drought concerns anytime soon.
Just keep watching for the rain, all right? Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome.